Here in Philadelphia, Citizens Bank Park, interleague baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Baltimore Orioles taking on the Philadelphia Phillies. We have an absolute treat on tap today as two of the game's best pitchers go head-to-head, Singy.
Yeah, and when these two are on, it's nothing short of electric, Boog. Neither of them likes to give an inch. Fierce competitors that have been dominant all season long. Will be a legit pitching duel in this one.
Pitch coming your way next. Nice night for baseball here in the city of brotherly love. And towing the slab, Christopher Sanchez. And Singy, he likes pitching at home.
Well, truly for him, there is no place like home. He's been so dominant here. And as a teammate, you expect him when pitching at home this year to go out and dominate just as he has. The fans expect it, and I think everyone around here knows that he's a good pitcher, even though we don't see the same splits on the road.
And now for the Phillies, Trey Turner. Turner, a former All-Star, a member of the 1,000 hit club, a former first-round pick back in 2014. Just off the outside edge, ball one.
Hey, partner, back in 2023, Turner homered off the same pitcher twice in the same inning. Only a few players have ever done it, and his were against his former team, the Washington Nationals.
Swinging a foul straight back. Turned on, but that's foul down the third baseline. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Line to left. And there's a base hit.
Well, I'm not saying that play was easy, but it was harder than it needed to be thanks to the bad jump. Those small moments can be costly.
And here is Sosa to the plate. Breaking ball misses down and away. And the pitch gets the call, and the count 1-1.
This is one of those situations defensively where you can't try to do too much. You got to make sure that you field the ball cleanly and get one out first. It's going to be tough to get two with this kind of speed in the batter's box.
Turner gets his lead at first with nobody out. And strike two.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you get hurt.
Next pitch is outside. And downstairs. Runner at first with no outs here. Swing and a ball driven out to center. Mullins moving back for it. Makes the catch up against the wall.
That is good. The first baseman.
Okay, let's check out the lineup. And a big part of it, a guy with a great track record, Kyle Schwarber.
He's one of the better home run hitters in the league this year. In fact, in the top 5 in homers in the National Leagues. Not missing many pitches. And I tell you what, when he gets his pitch, it goes a long way. Make sure you don't sleep on this guy if you're the pitcher.
And now it's Bryce Harper to the plate. outside corner. There's a strike. Man at first, one away. Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
Man, he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
Caught him looking for the K.
Well, that at-bat seemed to be over as soon as it started. 3-pitch strikeout. You've got to be better at the plate right there. At least to foul something off, extend that at-bat.
And Kyle Schwarber will come up. That's inside, and it's 1-0.
1-0.
Two gone, but the go-ahead run is at first. Here in game one of this 3-game set. A little bit low, and now 2-0. Chris, with that distraction and a speedy guy at first, he's in a favorable hitter's count.
Well, if nothing else, I mean, this is a great spot for a hitter to be in.
2 outs. Swing and a line drive. That's a base hit into center field. Throw stops the lead runner at second. 2 on and 2 out.
Look, I don't think that pitch would have been called a strike, but he did such a nice job of pulling his hands tight to the body and just getting enough of the barrel on it to be hard enough back up the middle for a knock.
And now it's Luis Garcia. Outside low, ball 1. Two aboard, 2 outs. And that misses. Now 2-0.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
And a foul ball makes the count 2-1. And that's outside.
3-1.
Alec Bohm in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. And they're all loaded up.
Well, the stage has been set for this offense, Boog. It's all about creating opportunities, and this is one of them right here.
And here comes Alec Bohm.
He's been really clutch with runners in scoring position this season, so they'll have to be extra careful in this matchup.
Yeah, that's fouled off. And the slider just misses.
Look, in situations like these, the air can get really thin up there at the plate. Got to find a way to breathe and slow everything down.
Strike 2, and there's a real chance they get out of this without allowing a run. 2 outs, bases are full. Next pitch is outside, and now it's filled up 3-2. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. 1 runs in. Here comes the throw. It's offline, and he scores. It's 2-0.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring at bat.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his resume speaks for itself. First and second, 2 outs. Nick Castellanos at the plate now. Another solid power season. Right through there for a strike. Ripped on a line. Makes the catch. And the inning is over. But 2 runs for them, and they jump ahead. We move on to inning number 2 here in Philadelphia. It's the Phillies 2 and the Orioles 0. Back here in Philadelphia, and now the center fielder, Cedric Mullins. Back here in Philadelphia, Brandon Marsh steps to the plate. Rodriguez back to work. Out towards right center. That's well struck. And that one hops the wall. Safe at second with a leadoff double.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Real Muto digs in now. Swing and a foul out of play. Man at second. Fought off foul. That one down the line, and it gets by him. Rounds third, headed for the plate. He'll score easily, and he's into second with nobody out.
That's a good job right there. You got 2 strikes on you, just got to battle.
So the lineup flips over. Trey Turner now. And the pitch is outside, ball 1. And another ball.
Well, usually a high level of confidence when you're facing a young pitcher out there on the mound. In this situation, ahead 2-0, he's put himself in a really good spot.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Shallow right field. Cowser makes the grab. And there's one down.
A little drop and drive on that swing. Backside collapsing just a little bit. Trying to put the ball in the air.
Here's the second baseman, Edmundo Sosa. Fly to center his first time. He's 0 for 1. We talk about guys with good speed, and definitely he has it. But pushing the offense aside for just a second, Chris, it's the defensive side that I think the speed factors in the most. Fastball is outside.
Well, he gets to balls that get by most people at that position. Just really impressive because there's certain times the ball comes off the bat, automatically that team that hit it thinks that they've got a base hit or they may have extra bases, and he just takes it away.
On a line, base hit. And now 2 aboard.
Well, when you fall behind in the count, you've got to come into the zone, and then guys have a better chance of hitting the ball hard like you did right there.
Two on, 1 out. Bryce Harper stands in for the Phillies. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
Could use a ground ball here. Something in the infield. Runner at first base. Get 2. Get out of this.
Runners at the corners, 1 away. Bottom half of inning number 2. Next offering is in for a strike. Joe McDonald doing the home plate duties here.
Well, Joe's an interesting one. I'm always trying to figure out what exactly his zone is. It feels like it kind of moves around from game to game, sometimes inning to inning.
That one fouled off. Yeah, I think that's fair. I don't think he's ever way off with his balls and strikes, but yeah, I don't think it's easy to define what his zone is, like you said. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Grounder might be 2. Mateo sends it to first. Out number 2, and another run comes in. Kyle Schwarber comes up to hit here. Singled and scored his first time. He's not going to get cheated up there.
No, he's not. He's looking to do damage with every swing he takes.
Popped up to the left into foul ground. Westberg snags it, and that's the inning. 2 runs, 3 hits, no errors, and 1 left. We played 2 full. It's the Phillies 4 and the Orioles nothing. Welcome back. And coming off a series where the pitching was outstanding, we take a look at those numbers. Set for the bottom of the 3rd, and digging in for Philadelphia, Luis Garcia.
Well, he's back out here for the 3rd, and after the first couple of innings, pretty rough. I think the skipper's looking for him to give him a little bit of length, see if he can save the bullpen some.
And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
Well, I think this is an important inning on the mound for him in this game. He's got to find a way to settle things down and give some length in this start.
And that is out of play. Swing and a miss. Curveball in the dirt. Rutschman on to first. In time to get him. 1 away on the strikeout.
Well, that's pretty much the dream 2-strike curveball. If you're the pitcher, hard downward break at the very end that just dips below the swing path. And they say pitchers want to try to bounce that pitch right on top of the plate. So that was exactly what he was looking for on the mound.
And now it's Alec Bohm. He drove in 2 with a single his first time up. And there's a strike. Bohm, the 3rd overall pick in the 2018 draft out of Wichita State. 1 out, bases empty. Just missed. Liner, and that should be extra bases. Makes the turn and heads for second. In safely. It's a double and his 2nd hit.
Wasting no time. He's 2 for 2 now on the night, and just a triple and home run away from the cycle.
Seriously, we're starting with this already. Here's Nicholas Castellanos. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did. Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. Here comes the 0-1. Foul ball. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep, because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. Henderson over to first in time, and Castellanos is out. Brandon Marsh stands in for the Phillies. A double and a run scored his first time up. That one misses, and that is ball 1. Top of the zone, and it's called a strike. Runner at second, 2 down here in the last half of the 3rd. And the pitch is in for a strike. And the count 1-2. Good job to fight that one off.
This is a good time to step out of the box, take a deep breath, reset. A couple of changeups. Probably won't see another one here.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. Phillies strand 1, but they're in front 4-0. Welcome back to the ballpark as we check out the current playoff picture. Bottom of the inning. Here's JT Realmuto.
The one thing you can look at with Realmuto, and we've talked about this in high school, you know, this guy was a quarterback, very athletic. He was an infielder. So, you know, he's not stuck at catcher. Like, he's a great catcher. But if you needed to play him somewhere else, become a first baseman, you definitely have that option. Probably even some third base. But he's not just catcher only, although that's what he does. His athleticism can put him in a position for a team that if they wanted to do more, they could.
Henderson sends it to first. Leadoff hitter retired in the fourth.
You know, that looks routine, but it hasn't been so easy for this club defensively this year. And you got to make those routine plays behind a pitcher. Helps him to get more comfortable and move through this ball game. Love coming to Citizens Bank Park. Best ice cream in all of the league at the press level. It's only been around since 2004, but plenty of awesome history here already. It's the only stadium with multiple postseason no-hitters. Remember Roy Halladay did it back in 2010, and the Houston Astros threw a combined no-no in Game 4 of the 2022 World Series.
Swing and a miss, and he got him. He's notched 4 strikeouts now.
Oh, that slider down and away. It's just kind of a slow death. With 2 strikes, you're looking to protect, and halfway to the plate, you know you've committed, and you know you're going to have no chance of touching it. Tell you what, sometimes you just have to tip your cap.
High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side. Tapped softly on the ground. Gets it to first, and the Phillies are set down in order. Phillies go down quietly in the inning, but they lead it 4-0. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league.
Tyler O'Neill.
And welcome back to the ballpark. We head to the bottom of the 5th. And here's the first baseman, Bryce Harper. Singing, you can't ask for anything more. This guy checks all the boxes offensively.
He is the ultimate professional, and it doesn't just start at game time. It starts in the afternoon, the way he prepares and gets ready for the ball game. I tell you what, his teammates feed off of the leadership that he shows on and off the field.
Ball.
0-2 curve right there. Hitter kind of expects that, and good job of just showing that confidence and trying to get back into this count.
Got him looking. That's a strikeout.
I'm not saying it wasn't a strike or, you know, it was a ball, whatever, but just the location with that velocity. It's hard enough, to, even if the velocity's not great, but that velocity, that location, tip your cap.
Kyle Schwarber stands in for the Phillies. Singled and scored back in the first. He's 1 for 2. And that one is downstairs. And that's ball 1.
Ball, no strike.
Base is empty, 1 away. Last half of inning number 5. Swings through that one for strike 1.
Love to see it. Power versus power right there.
And that skips in the dirt. Swing and a miss. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
2 strikes.
Up the middle, Henderson. Fires over to first.
He's out.
Schwarber out on the play.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Luis.
So now here's the DH, Luis Garcia. He is struck out, and he is walked. There's the strike.
Looked pretty good as far as being in the strike zone, but I'm sure as a hitter, not too good with where it was located. Very top of the strike zone, middle away.
Off the mark there. And now it's even 1-1.
One strike.
Line drive, and that's a base hit. And that keeps the inning going.
Up next for the Phillies.
And the batter now, Alec Bohm, a former first-round pick, and he's really turned into a nice everyday player. And that one clips the corner.
0-1.
Swing and a high fly ball right field. Drops into the glove, and the inning is over. One left for Philadelphia. They lead 4-0. Back here, Citizens Bank Park, and now it's Ahmed Rosario. Feels like it's less common today. Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far. Back now for the bottom of the sixth, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Josiah Gray. He's making his fourth appearance of the season. That one hit to right. Cowser under it. Puts it away for the out.
Really nice job to get your first out of the ball game.
Center fielder, number 16.
So digging in now for Philadelphia, Brandon Marsh, 1 for 2. And that one ripped to left, makes the catch for the out. And there's 2 down.
Up next for the Phillies, the catcher, JT.
2 down, base is empty. And now it's JT Realmuto. That one ripped. Fair ball. Around first and hustling for second. And he's got his second double of the game.
2 hits for him in this one, both for extra bases. Got to feel good about that. When you connect and it jumps off your bat like that, you're thinking double at the very least. Put a great swing on it, and man, he wasn't fooled at all.
So the Philly batting order turns over. And here's the Phillies leadoff man, Trey Turner. First offering, and it just misses. Right through there for a strike. Up the middle, Mateo on the run, sends it over to first. What a play, inning over. We go to the top of the 7th and into the box for Baltimore, Kobe Mayo. The Orioles in striking distance, but have some work to do.
Boog, it starts with the
bottom of the 7th. Now it's the second baseman, Edmundo Sosa. Gray back to work. Gray in his 4th year, 27 years old, and they traded for him earlier this year. On the ground to third, Westberg. Fires across the diamond, and they get the leadoff hitter in the 7th.
The first baseman, number 3, Bryce Harper.
Here's Harper now. Fastball for a strike. Base is empty, 1 away. Here at the bottom of the 7th. A little bit low.
That's a ball. 1-1.
Smoke to right, but he's got it.
Not fooled at all right there. He was clearly all over it, but sometimes you hit it too hard and right at someone. You're looking for one of those bloop hits to get a knock sometimes.
2 outs, base is empty. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Kyle Schwarber. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1. 2 outs, base is empty. Right through there for a strike.
This guy's not wasting any pitches. Hitters got to get into swing mode. This is a good time to expand the zone. Throw something maybe down in the dirt.
Foul ball, it stays 0-2.
I wouldn't say the game's close right now, but it's not out of reach either. I mean, these guys really need to put up a 0 on the board just to maintain a little hope.
That's down and in. Fouls it off, still 1-2. Two down, nobody on. That misses. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Good battle here. About to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th, Jordan Romano.
And as relievers go, he's not a big strikeout guy. He tries to force weak contact.
Bottom of the 8th. Here's the Phillies DH, Luis Garcia. And that's pushed foul off to the left and out of play. And there's a foul ball. Swing and a miss, struck him out. And that's the first out.
He had him out in front, which isn't easy to do against a hitter like this, known for using the entire field. Just couldn't sit back long enough on that one.
Out to short. Henderson over to first in time. And a couple of quick outs. Two down, bases empty. And now for the Phillies, Nick Castellanos. 0 for 3 in this one. And a foul ball. Two outs. Swinging a foul back. That's out of play.
I wouldn't say the game's close right now, but it's not out of reach either. I mean, these pitchers really need to put up a 0 on the board just to maintain a little hope.
Swinging a ground ball. Mateo sends it to first. And Castellanos is out. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. New inning getting started, and into the box for Baltimore, Colton Cowser. Outside low, and that's ball one. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Joe Ross preparing to come on if needed. Bender also getting ready. Right side. Sneaks through, base hit. And a good start to the inning.
Now batting, the first baseman,
Kobe Mayo getting ready to hit. 0 for 3. A fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. Runner on the go. Pitches high. Throws, save. That's a stolen base.
Here's what I think the manager's thinking right now. Today, we're not driving the ball. It's hard to get extra base hits. We've got to make something happen to get a runner into scoring position. That stolen base, excellent call. Now, all it takes is perhaps a single to put a run on the board.
And a foul ball. Man at second. Here's a high fly ball out to center. Marsh. One down. Jorge Mateo now. He's one of the faster guys just by pure sprint speed in the majors. Runner takes off. Bunt attempt misses. Throw. Tag. Out. A bullet from JT Realmuto.
Well, he had a really good jump off the pitcher from second, but it didn't matter right there. Just not enough speed to outrun a good throw to third base.
Two down, nobody on. Here at the top of the ninth. On the ground, and this should do it. Throw to first. Ball game. And the Phillies use two pitchers to combine for the shutout.
Well, they win the opener at home. First game of the 3-game series, and there's just such a good feeling when you're in your own ballpark. You're sleeping in your own bed. You're eating your clubhouse manager's food. Everything's right in your world, and they played like it today.
A 4-0 shutout in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.